Hello and welcome to my channel, your go-to source for the latest in WWE 24. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for all the updates. Let's dive right in. Adam Pearce made several announcements ahead of this week's episode of WWE Raw. Tomorrow night's edition of the Red Brand will air live from the Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, Washington. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce shared a video today on social media highlighting some of the plans for tomorrow night's show. He noted that Rusev and Obafemi would be squaring off in a singles match. Pearce also shared that there would be a gauntlet match to determine the #1 contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and Penta would be defending his Intercontinental Championship against the original El Grande Americano. Io Sky, Bayley, Asuka, Ivy Nile, Raquel Rodriguez, and Lyra Valkyria will be competing in a gauntlet match to determine the #1 contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. AJ Lee defeated Becky Lynch at Elimination Chamber 2026 to capture the title. Penta defeated Dominic Mysterio last week on WWE Raw to capture the Intercontinental Championship. Adam Pearce responds to a WWE fan about potential return to the ring. Adam Pearce recently responded to a wrestling fan who wanted to see the company highlight his time in the ring before he became the general manager of Raw. Pearce took to Instagram to respond to a fan earlier this week and stated that he would not be upset if he ever wrestled again. The former NWA champion noted that he appreciated the support from fans, but his appreciation for the promotion will never diminish. "If I never wrestle again, in WWE or elsewhere, tears will not be shed by me. I understand there are people out there that would like to see me wrestle again. I appreciate it very much. But either way, my appreciation and gratitude to WWE for what it does for millions of people, and for what it has done for me and my family specifically, will never be diminished," he wrote. Penta had never won a title in the promotion before defeating Dominic Mysterio to become the new Intercontinental Champion last week on Raw. Only time will tell if he can defeat the original El Grande Americano tomorrow night to retain his title. The arena lights in the WWE Performance Center dimmed to a low amber as the clock ticked closer to 6 p.m. EST. A hush spread through the WWE universe, not the usual buzz of anticipation, but something deeper, resonant. Something monumental. For months now, tension between superstars and authority figures had simmered, boiled, and finally exploded across Raw and SmackDown. With WrestleMania behind them and lingering rivalries still raw, the WWE Universe was ready for direction, and one man was about to deliver exactly that. The video package hit, clips of chaotic brawls, unfinished business, betrayals, shocking returns, and championship controversy. The final shot froze on one man, Adam Pearce, WWE's supervising official, the man with the authority to shape the future of Raw. The announcement begins. As the opening bell concluded with a flash, the arena lights fully illuminated the ring. A cluster of security personnel flanked the ramp. The crowd buzzed with curiosity as music hit, not the superstar's theme, but the sharp, deliberate tones of WWE's official opening announcement. Adam Pearce walked out, dressed in a sleek black suit, WWE logo lapel pin shining bright, a thin steel chair in hand. He climbed into the ring with measured purpose. The crowd greeted him with a mixture of cheers and jeers, respect for his position, dislike for his interruptions, the perfect blend of WWE energy. He raised his mic. "Good evening, WWE Universe." Instant silence. "This Monday, Raw will not be just another night." He paused. "It will mark the beginning of a new era. A night defined by opportunity. A night where legacies will be forged, and others will be shattered." The crowd erupted instantly. Announcement number 1, Raw World Heavyweight Championship format change. Pearce paced the ring, eyes locked on the crowd. For months, there has been confusion, frustration, uncertainty over the status of the World Heavyweight Championship. The fans booed on cue, still smarting from weeks of unresolved champion controversy. Well, tonight, that changes. He lifted a folder. After consulting with WWE medical and creative committees, I am announcing that the World Heavyweight title will no longer be defended in traditional singles competition until further notice. Instead, the crowd leaned forward. We will crown an inaugural World Heavyweight Grand Slam champion, and the format to do it will be a tournament. A buzz rolled through the arena. Pearce continued, building momentum. 16 competitors, seeded based on past title accomplishments. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals across 3 consecutive weeks on Raw. No referee interference stipulations. Every match is win or go home. The camera cut to clips of furious stars backstage: Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, all signaling their intent to compete. And tonight, Pearce added with a sly grin, the first match of this historic tournament will be announced. Announcement number 2, Women's Division Shake-Up. The crowd's interest ratcheted up again. For too long, we've seen extraordinary talent relegated to repetitive matchups. Tonight, we reset the playing field. Pearce revealed that the women's division on Raw would see a brand new contender system. A King of the Ring-style women's tournament for a future Raw Women's Championship title shot. The winner will be crowned Raw Queen and granted a contract guaranteeing a title match anytime, anywhere, at any condition. Competitors include Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, Nikki ASH, and more. Fans exploded, especially when clips showed a heated stare-down between Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Announcement number 3, a Legends and Hall of Fame guest general manager. Just when it seemed the intensity couldn't grow, Pearce dropped the next bomb. To navigate these changes, and to ensure fair play, he paused for dramatic effect. The crowd roared with anticipation. WWE Hall of Famer Shawn Michaels will serve as Raw's guest general manager for the next 4 weeks. The reaction was deafening. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, was shown backstage, smirking as he demanded a steel chair. Pearce laughed and continued. SPG, Sweet Chin Music, is not legal, but fairness will be enforced. Fans chanted HBK. HBK. Announcement number 4, Intercontinental title turmoil. Next, Pearce pointed down the ramp. The Intercontinental Championship, currently held by members of the crowd shouted reactions, will be defended tonight in a triple threat match. Competitors. Intercontinental Champion. Top Contender number 1. Top Contender number 2. All competing under no disqualification rules. At this point, the crowd was in full fervor. Pearce smiled. You want fireworks? You're gonna burn. Announcement number 5, a new men's tag team tournament. Pearce wasn't done. Our tag teams, the backbone of Raw, have been overshadowed for too long. He revealed a men's tag team tournament where the winning duo earns a shot at the Raw Tag Team Championships at the next Premium Live event. Competing teams include Undisputed Era members, the Street Profits, The Miz, and Riddle, Imperium, and more. The roster's tag division, often criticized for lack of direction, had just been revitalized. Backstage reactions begin. Pearce exited the ring as his theme faded. A backstage camera immediately caught reactions. Seth Rollins clenched his fists, whispering, "You picked the wrong era to play with." Becky Lynch smirked, digging her nails into her Raw Queen Tournament promotional belt. Kevin Owens laughed, shaking his head, "Tournament this and tournament that. Just save me a seat in the finals." In the women's locker room, Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley silently stared each other down, no words, just lethal eye contact. Meanwhile, in the tag division, teams argued over post positions. Official Raw opens with chaos. The Raw opening video concluded, and the pyro exploded, but this time with a charged energy, a night built on consequences and championship clarity. Shawn Michaels appeared live on the Tron before the first match. Adam Pearce has laid out a roadmap, and I intend to stick to it, HBK said, microphone in hand. But, he continued, eyes narrowing, That roadmap starts with respect. And I intend to enforce it. Tonight, every match will be fought with honor. But if anyone crosses the line, I will be there. Instant buzz. HBK's reputation for chaos, warranted or not, was enough to make every competitor rethink their strategy. First tournament announcement match. Tonight, HBK announced as he stood at ringside, "We will begin the World Heavyweight Grand Slam tournament, and I've got the first match up." The arena lit up. Two icons emerged. Seth Rollins, the architect, confident streaking across the ramp with fire in his eyes. Kevin Owens, snarling, ready for war. The crowd exploded. HBK raised both arms. One fall. No interference. Let's kick it off. Bell rings. Within minutes, Rollins lands the stomp. Owens fights back with stunner attempts. They trade signature strikes, sequence so crisp it sounds like an onomatopoeia ring. Finally, curb stomp. Rollins covers. 1, 2, 3. Rollins wins. In the arena, Rollins extends a hand to Owens. Owens hesitates, shakes it, but then shoves Rollins and exits. Pearce watches on screens backstage, serious, unimpressed, calculating. Intercontinental title triple threat, no disqualification. The match was brutal. Tables broken. Steel steps used. Chairs swung. Faces bloodied. In the end, the champion retained, but barely. This immediately sets the stage for future rivalry. HBK stands at the ramp, approvingly smirking as he watches the carnage finish. Women's division tension builds. Backstage, Becky Lynch throws challenge after challenge at anyone who'll listen. Instead, Bianca Belair steps forward. "Becky, you think you can just walk into the Queen tournament?" "Bianca, I am the EST. I'm not walking, I'm running." Rhea Ripley appears behind them. "Rhea, both of you can talk, but you can't back it up." Interference? No. Just competitive heat, essential storytelling fuel. Tag team tournament begins. The Street Profits vs Imperium, a masterclass of athleticism versus precision. Birds of prey everywhere, the crowd jumps each near fall. Imperium wins, stoking tension among the rest of the tag teams. Undisputed era backstage. "Everyone wants a shot. But only one team earns it," said one member. Shawn Michaels' authority comes into play. Mid-show, we see HBK stopping a brawl between Finn Balor and AJ Styles, both of whom were set to face off soon. "Gentlemen, this is a tournament, not a pressure cooker match," HBK says. AJ smirks, Finn smirks. Then they shake hands. It's uneasy respect, but respect nonetheless. The Women's Queen Tournament rounds. Match highlights. Becky Lynch vs Nikki ASH. Becky wins with a manhandle slam. Bianca Belair vs Io Shirai. EST powers through for a top rope KOD. Rhea Ripley, watching from backstage, clenches her jaw. HBK announces on screen. Next week, Bianca vs Becky. Winner meets Rhea Ripley in the finals. The crowd loses it. World Heavyweight Grand Slam, quarterfinal recap. After Rollins' victory, other quarterfinals were teased. Randy Orton vs AJ Styles. Orton wins with an RKO out of nowhere. Finn Balor vs Kevin Owens. Balor wins with coup de grace. Seth Rollins awaits his next opponent. To be revealed next week. Raw ending segment, commitment and conflict. As Raw approached its final segment, Pearce returned to the ring. The crowd hoisted signs, "Respect Pearce. Tournament Mania." Pearce took the mic. "So tonight, we finish week 1 with momentum," he said. "But I want clarity, with every championship on the line, and with so many careers hanging in the balance, I want one answer." He paused dramatically, then pointed at the Tron. The Raw Women's Champion appeared, fiery, unfiltered. "I want in the tournament," she declared. The crowd gasped. The women's division shook. HBK, suddenly on the Tron next to her, grinned. If you want in, prove it. Tomorrow, at SummerSlam here on Raw. I'll be watching. The arena exploded. Final thoughts and setup for next week. Pearce walked backstage, head held high. His announcements, bold, dramatic, unpredictable, had done exactly what he intended. Elevate every division. Create new opportunities. Ignite rivalries. Deliver clarity to chaos. WWE Universe exited feeling one thing. This Monday Night Raw matters. Key points that can fuel future Raw episodes. World Heavyweight Grand Slam Tournament. Rollins advances, but who will face him next? Balor vs Ortiz. Possible interference issues lead to no interference matches enforced by Pearce. Championship prestige restored. Raw Queen Tournament. Becky vs Bianca finals next week. Rhea Ripley looming large. Champion wants in, conflict accelerates. Intercontinental title. New direction. Title feud heats up leading to a PPV rematch. Tag Team Tournament. Imperium continues to dominate. The Street Profits need redemption. Undisputed Era plotting sinister angles. Shawn Michaels as guest GM. Authority figure or wild card? Keeps everyone honest, but his unpredictability adds spice. May serve as a bridge to future authority figure storylines, KO, Rollins, or returning legend as Pearce's ally. Final lines. Adam Pearce's series of announcements didn't just shape a single episode of WWE Raw, they reframed its entire narrative trajectory. Across every division, men's titles, women's tournaments, tag team gold, WWE fans were left with one undeniable conclusion. This is the beginning of something bigger. This is the start of history being written, right here on Raw. And for the first time in weeks, the WWE Universe wasn't just tuned in, they were locked in.